Welcome back, weirdos. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I am so glad you're here. I know, not my normal upload day, but as you can see, the Virgo and Gem x Marla Kris 2022 Advent Calendar has arrived. It is available right now on the Virgo and Gem website. I will leave all the details down below for you. If you want to pause the video, run and grab it, feel free. I'll wait here. Welcome back. I'm glad you picked it up. If you did, let me know down below. Let me know if you grabbed the calendar last year. It was a huge success last year. The colors were beautiful, and this year is literally mind-blowing. We have some new stuff going on. We played a little bit with some different textures, different formulas, and different pigments. And while I don't want to spoil too much for you guys, I'm going to show you two of my personal faves from this entire advent calendar. This that I'm using right now, it appears to be a beautiful baby pink. It very well could be chromable, maybe perhaps slightly pearlized, but wait till you see it later. It is a color changer, and I'm not typically a big fan of color changers. I don't know why. I'm a weirdo. Y'all know this. But this one had me swoon, fallen in love. Y'all will see it a little bit later. And then we're going to get into this absolutely stunningly beautiful, iridescent, flaky, holy smokes. It's a whole vibe. It reminds me of Broken Glass. And now that Annie Lennox song, Annie? That song's gonna be stuck in my head literally for the rest of the day now. Y'all know what I'm talking about, and now y'all are singing it too. Welcome to my world. So I'm gonna go ahead and just do a very basic manicure. I didn't want to do anything crazy. These colors don't require anything crazy. They stand out all on their own. You guys will have to let me know your thoughts. Let me know if you use the colors from last year's calendar. Maybe this is your first advent calendar. Let me know down below. There is also a, per usual, day 25 special gift. I'm not going to tell you what it is. If you would like spoilers, if you want to see all the things and stuff, hop on over to my Facebook group. I will be posting a certain thread somewhere in my group where you can see spoilers if you want them. But if you want to be surprised, there will be no spoilers aside from these two colors I'm using in this video. Don't you worry, I'm not going to sneak them in on you. So as you can see, I'm doing the pour over method. I am using dip liquids for this set for no other reason than I felt like it. And I like doing the pour over method for two reasons. One, I am wearing extensions and my nails are long, and will they fit into the jar? Probably, but I don't want to chance mushing my nail down into the thing and creating a ledge at the front. You know how that mess goes. But also I find that pour over can really help reduce the wrinkling on the nail, bleeding, flooding into your cuticles or sidewalls. So I like the pour over method. I feel like it just keeps my manicure super clean and I have less filing to do later. So here's what they look like in one dip. I'm going to go ahead and do a second dip in this color, and then I'm going to show you the gorgeous Broken Glass iridescent flakies. Okay, so now that I've gotten that color on, done, I'm going to get into the iridescent, beautiful broken glass flaky. I'm going to do this the same way I typically do like a chunky glitter. I'm going to do my first coat as a pour over, and my second coat, I'm going to lay my nail into my cupcake liner for maximum flaky coverage. Mind you, these are not chunky glitters. They are super fine and delicate little flakies, and they lay down very easily. These are not difficult to work with at all. If you have been on the struggle bus with chunky glitter, or if you've been afraid to try chunky glitter, this would be a great place for you to start. There are some glitters, of course, in the advent calendar. Some are ultra fine, some are medium, some are mixed, some are chunky. So I think that this is actually a great palette for beginners if you are just getting into dip powder and you want a way to kind of expand your collection a little bit. I'm just saying is all. So I'm going to go ahead and get this on both nails, and then as mentioned, I'm going to lay in to the cupcake liner with the flakies for my second coat, and I'm going to show you how do I encapsulate. How do I what? How I encapsulate. If you're wondering if you can do this with gel liquids instead of dip liquids, you totally can. You can do exactly the same thing that I'm doing. The only difference is instead of using activator to cure dip liquids, you'll cure in your LED UV lamp in between each dip. As you can clearly see, there is no shortage of iridescent goodness in this dip powder. So I am going to use my finger and press down some of those flakies just to make sure nothing is sticking up. Of course, because they are so light and so delicate, they're super easy to tame and get to sit where you want them. So not a big deal, but you want to make sure everything is laying as flat as possible. That way you have less filing and less trouble a little bit later on. So I went ahead and I put a little bit of my clear dip powder into a cupcake liner. I don't want to dip into the big jar of clear and contaminate it possibly with some of those flakies. So into a cupcake liner it goes. And I'm going to do a dip of the clear dip powder over every single nail. This will protect my color and the flakies from any filing and buffing I'm going to do later. If you are using gel liquids, I would skip this step and encapsulate with a coat of gel base and a coat of gel top. Clear dip powder doesn't typically get along very well with gel, so that's the route I would go. Then I'm going to activate this, give it a file and a buff, and we're on to top coat. So I finished up my filing and shaping and buffing. If you want to see how I do that, I will leave it up in the cards and down in the box for you guys to check out. And now I'm going to throw a glossy gel top coat over this entire manicure. If you don't want to do gel, you totally don't have to. You can do an activator and then your 2 coats of dip top coat and let that sit and dry. But wait till you see what happens when I cure this. This was a surprise. Wait until you see. I'm going to put this back in the lamp. I'm going to take it out in 5 seconds. That's all I'm going to need. And this is what it looks like. Look at that gorgeous, I don't even know what you would call it. Is it a fuchsia? Is it a purple? Is it a pink? It's a pinkle. Is that a word? It is now. It's a pinkle. It is absolutely beautiful. I could not stop playing with this UV changer all day. I was outside, I was inside, I was outside, I was inside. Everywhere I went, I was putting my hand in the shade and in the sun. It was absolutely beautiful. I have 1 nail hanging on. Everything else popped off, but I have 1 nail hanging on, and it's one of those glitters, and I'm not taking it off until it falls off on its own. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I hope you love this calendar as much as I do, and I hope the rest of your day is as beautiful as you are. Catch you in the next one. Love you. Bye.